There we go. Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to the 8th episode of a Healthy Life Show on the Lead Doodle channel with me, Liam, and my buddy Trevor.
What's up?
Hi, everything's working capture-wise. That's good to hear. It is currently Thursday, June 5th. Getting summertime. Yeah, was that a Hummer, bro? Looked like a Hummer just drove by. No, that was a gasser car. Okay. Um, once again, to a 8th episode, I mean. However, today's been pretty rainy and hot. So I kind of like that I got some time to go outside, go on some walks. Rain helps out the garden. I don't have to really rain tonight. High is 77 today, low is 62. Tomorrow, Friday, it's going to thunderstorm and rain like today, 74, 59. Saturday, Sunday, cloudy. High is 73, low of 54 on Saturday. Sunday's 74, 61. Monday's going to be raining, 74, 56. How you doing today, Trev?
Not too bad, buddy. Getting some things done in the garden and trying to keep myself from going insane. This damn 9 to 5 got me trying to roll out my car while it's moving.
Thanks, sorry to hear that, man.
It's gonna be alright. We're gonna get through this shit, but
Yeah.
all in all, can't complain. We're on the right side of the daisies and can use all my appendages. Oh, hello there.
There's Mo, she's so cute. Her face, like, oh my god, I have to go back and look at it. She was just like going straight. No emotion. Just cat. Cat butt.
Weird little animal, man.
She adorable.
Not bad.
There's some face.
Just surviving whatever the heck that weather blip was last week with all that cold weather and the gray lack of sunshine. Killed all my alliums.
Oh man, sorry to hear that. I don't think I had
Yeah, it
anything bad,
happens.
so it's been pretty nice. Go on.
I wound up getting aphid leaf miners,
What's that?
which chew up the leaves
Hmm.
and lay eggs at the base of the leaf where it meets the ground, and then all the larvae eat the base of the garlic or the base of the onion, and it just plops over dead. It just
Dang, that kind of sucks.
basically yeah, it does really suck. I really like onions and I really like garlic, and I basically am out of all but maybe 6 onions at this point, but they'll probably all wind up getting sick at some point.
Do you know if there's any like natural ways to
Basically,
combat that? I know there's like pine seed oil, like other stuff, weird oils you could put in your garden.
basically, I'm gonna have to net in the spring, put nets over them, keep whatever the leaf miner fly off of it, keep them from laying anything on it, and hopefully all will be well. We just gotta hope that we don't get a weird weather anomaly like that. Apparently, if you have a really warm early spring compounded on a really cold late spring and dark wet conditions, it's perfect for it too.
I see.
But
Makes sense.
I wound up losing it all. It was gorgeous, but sometimes it's like that.
Yep. Sorry to hear it. And we heard that for that Gerard Farmers Market went well for you. I just want to say because I already forgot. For sure, sponsored by Crash Cart Coffee. Go to crashcartcoffee.co. Website should be in the description. Get your coffee needs. What do you guys have in right now, coffee-wise?
Right now we have all reliable Nicaraguan and the Guatemalan, as well as an Ethiopian wash that I've been experimenting with, and a Kenyan that is new to me and new to Crash Cart. And if I'm being honest, might be one of my very favorite origins of coffee I've come across thus far.
That's
It
cool.
got fig and tobacco leaf notes. It pairs so well in the morning with some lettuce. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yuck.
A freaking lovely cup of Joe, I might add.
That's
But
awesome.
been blending, getting it done,
Mm-hmm.
hanging out. I didn't roast much this week, but I roasted my rear end off last week, so
Do you have any other
it was
events
nice to
coming up
take a
here
little bit of a
soon?
breather. We'll be at the Gerard Farmers Market on the 19th of June, and we'll be at the Youngstown Flea in July,
Oh, nice. Got into there.
and yeah, and then Youngstown Flea again in October, and then I like to play it by ear. And roaster things as I go. I don't like to try and maintain a schedule months and months and months in advance because having to go do something that's strenuous that I agreed to 6 months ago is just not something I want to deal with right now. But we're almost to the point where it's time to get a bigger roaster. So if anybody's looking for a little bit of the shop special, get some single origin locally roasted coffee in there, hit me up. We can do 6, 9, and 12 pound orders. So let me know. Hit crashcartcoffee.co or follow us on Instagram and Facebook.
Yep.
Stop drinking shitty coffee.
Amen to that. That store-bought ground-up stuff. Don't be doing that, guys,
motto.
please. It's a good motto.
It's like
Who
getting
cares?
shot in the stomach. Stop drinking shitty coffee.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think. I was gonna say something.
Everybody's like, "Oh, stop being crass. Don't be cussing." I don't care. Fuck it.
Yeah, who cares? I know. I think the city of Youngstown's putting a building in between the Flea and Penguin City, and I guess some baker's gonna primarily run it, but it's gonna be like a venue center. So it'll be kind of interesting.
Interesting.
The Flea's nice.
I'll also be at Vintage Fest in Girard in in July as well.
Oh, awesome! They're doing another one of those at the IX Center off Belmont.
Yes, flinging it at the Metro Center in Girard, man.
That's awesome.
Check out these thrift shops. They're just crazy. They got shelves for eons.
They do. I found some cool stuff there last time, so good to see. There was Trevor. I don't know if you knew. I got an Indy 500 shirt there last time I was there from 2006, and there was 4 people on that shirt that were racing again this year. From 19 years ago.
Crazy.
Yeah, you could race that till you're like 52. They kind of don't care.
That's kind of wild for like a professional athlete.
Yeah.
I suppose if your whole job is
That's what I was about to say. Turn left. Turn left.
That is a sport I don't enjoy watching.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Love baseball. Could sit down and stomach golf. Fucking NASCAR, man. And they're coming around the ring for the 473rd time. I almost got him that time. See you on 475.
Yeah, no, NASCAR is crazy.
Oh, it does nothing. I think that is just honestly, I think it's the closest thing to beer worship America has. It
to
only
NASCAR,
exists
yeah.
For the sheer person of loud noises and beer consumption.
I agree with that. That's how most sports are, but yeah, NASCAR is bad. IndyCar and F1's a little different, but I get it.
I don't know, man. They're driving in a circle.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. You don't notice, but IndyCar only races 2 ovals out of like 16, and F1 doesn't race any ovals, and F1 races 26 tracks. They race in the streets now, but like I'm saying, like a lot of it too is kind of like what you predecessor, like, you know what I mean. I did robotics in high school. You did sports. You're gonna like sports. That's just the truth to it. You know what I mean? I'm the like more engineering, motorsport, I guess was the proper terms of it. You know what I mean? Because someone like me, like I don't like traditional sports anymore, but that's just because like it's people hurting themselves. A good way to put it is, like football, like they love to see hits, but in motorsports they don't like seeing people get hurt. So that's kind of a good way to put it.
Different outlook on bodily harm.
Yeah.
It's almost like cool to get hurt in some sports.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, all how we grew up.
Like a handicap.
Yeah. Because, you know what I mean? It's like
manly to have your head kicked in.
If, I don't know, football is like, if they cared about health, it would be way different. All I gotta say. I mean,
I don't think if they gave a fuck about health, it wouldn't even be a game that we're putting kids in.
Yeah, but like it's crazy how there's been more recent NFL players dying on the field than people in IndyCar and F1. Like sports where they go 200 miles per hour, 51 G hits. There was a NASCAR crash that was 200 Gs, Trevor. That's crazy. Not NASCAR,
Dude,
IndyCar. Sorry, but 200 Gs. That's insane. Like a regular hit's probably 3 to 5 Gs. Yeah, he lived.
Did he live?
Yeah, because the safety is awesome.
50,000 times.
Yeah, but cars could absorb a ton now. It's crazy. They make them like tin cans, kind of like regular cars now. You know what I mean? You hit a wall, the car destroys, but you're fine on the inside.
Yeah, you're fine, but the thing that is not paid for will never be the same again, may never run right ever again. Good luck, fucker.
Yep, and the teams
Fuck
go,
buying a new
oh.
car. I'm just gonna be fair. I'm gonna be attending military surplus sales, and I will be only driving things that have 10 zillion spare parts available and will not be destroyed.
Well, that's the problem. When a car gets a certain age, it stops getting spare parts. You know that, right?
Yeah, and you gotta go to scrap yards and start ripping shit out.
Or like I'm saying, or you get good with a mill. If you know a good mill guy, they could just make any piece. My uncle could do it. I could probably do it if I had the equipment. It's just that equipment's like 20 grand. That's why you need
Yeah,
a
and you
fucking
probably need a
guy.
special head or a special piece for literally every part of the car.
Nah, you could like with CNCs you could do anything, but a CNC's 200,000. But there's certain if you had a lathe and a drill press, you could do most things. It's crazy. I mean that's what we had in robotics, and we were able to build parts if we wanted to. Now casting is a little different, but even then, if you wanted to learn casting, that's just sand and making a forge, which like Tyler Brown could do. Um, and like
Saw this
anyone
video
could
of
do
a
if you do
dude
fun, but
pouring
it's just
powdered
hard.
metal.
Yeah.
He like poured powdered metal in a punch and then punched it, and then they had to like heat treat what was left, and it was just like a perfect gear. I'm like, is that how that shit is made?
Yeah, I guess they could do that now. I don't know if that's smart, but it might be. I mean, that's kind of like,
That doesn't sound structurally stable. I feel like we should consult a materials specialist.
yeah, because when you melt, it's probably like how it is atomically. Because when something's like a solid, like all those little powder pieces are solid rather than being like a liquid conform. And you're still putting it in a mold, but because like when something's that small and you like pound it like you do, you're basically turning it into a liquid anyway. If that makes sense, because like all the small things are gonna heat up and turn it into fucking like liquids
Really
real quick.
fast.
Yeah, kind of like pop rocks in your mouth. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, that's kind of interesting. I mean, there's so much weird stuff now with 3D printing too, and food like they want to fucking 3D print food now. Fuck that. That's crazy shit, bro. Like,
That's nuts. I'm not putting that in me.
nope.
I don't want that. Give me the stuff that was fed with cow shit, please.
Amen.
Print me my food.
And like I think
Fuck.
I think like it's still like it could be you could just it's weird. Like you could take like perfectly wagyu meat and 3D print it if you want to, but why the hell would you do that? You know what I mean? It's just like 3D printing
Just
lab
out of
grown food would be
that.
crazy. And like why would you even do it for fancy food?
Synthetically
That makes no
produced
sense.
food. We're doomed.
Yeah. If it's lab grown is
How the
bad.
flowers looking this week, though, bro? I'm excited.
Yeah, good. We're going to start with for ODNR once again spring wildflower report because we missed for last time. Last week, and this is the last week I think they did it, week 9. What I got this like small white lady slipper, green dragon these nuts, Mohair mint, wild lupine, 4-leaf milkweed. Get that from butterflies, Virginia waterleaf, lakeside daisies again, showy skullcap, putty root, fire pink. And let's see, what region are we? We're probably like north, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah, so by now the northern reaches have reached peak bloom, so that's good for our areas. Some spots may have already be fading due to recent warmer than usual temperatures. Wildflowers like trilliums, if I even said that right, trilliums, bluebells,
Yeah.
bellworts, two forts, Dutchman breeches, goddamn, dwarf grizzling, oh, and decline, with some no longer blooming at most sites. A lot of these are probably like just wild, like wetlands wildflowers and stuff they haven't for certain areas. My garden's doing pretty good. Um,
Having trials and tribulations over in mine, man.
yeah, like we were talking about. Was that before the show or during the show you were talking about? For
Losing the garlic.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember if it was before we started or not. Yeah, the garlic and the onion's been shot.
Same now. I forget
Some of my
too.
tomatoes are not looking hot.
Hmm.
I
I
had
wonder
some
why.
aphids on some
Mine were
flower
doing well,
plants.
but I planted them a little bit later.
Yeah, I was out super early. I got really gun happy with that shit at the beginning of March, but also it's very, very dark in the back of where I live because of the tree coverage.
Mm.
And it was very dark back there when it was like not sunny and gloomy for a week straight and raining, and the air was just not moving.
Yeah, I know.
It was
It was
gross.
cold as
Felt like
crap
I
this
lived in the
weekend.
jungles of Vietnam.
Nice to see you,
That was
Alan Watson.
bullshit as far
Appreciate
as I'm
that.
concerned. Like, it's cute when Ohio, like, oh, it's winter again in the beginning of April and we get like a random snow or like something stupid. Or like even May, if like the beginning of May you get like, oh, it's gonna be 39 degrees tonight, winter's back, haha. Nah, fuck it. It was May 31st and it was 38 degrees.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking outside shivering and I am pissed. I don't care who I'm bitching to about something that's out of my control. This is garbage.
Yeah. I was happy. I went camping last
Fucking
weekend.
38 degrees on a
I stayed a little bit warm, bought like hand warmers when I was off the ground, but it was so fucking cold. And I bet if it rained,
bullshit.
this
That
really
is
didn't do
dog
well.
water.
Hmm. Especially because like you have stuff above ground, but you have some stuff on like at surface level too. Which I like this. I'm guessing the surface level stuff does pretty worse because it's like in the ground and then the water sits there. But I might be wrong with the cold.
Um, it's kind of even across the board. The
Hmm.
onions everywhere got it, but the garlic was raised and that got it.
Oh
And
dang.
then my tomatoes were low. I should not have put my tomatoes out when I did, but I also was not banking on fucking 30 degrees and gray for 9 days at the end of May.
Yeah. It's one of them weird Ohio springs in the summers. So that really freaking sucks.
Not cute, Ohio. That was dog shit. I'm gonna be upset about that for a minute.
Um, and on the docket, I
Winter
kind
of
of have like a
25.
daily health stuff, but we'll do garden because we're already talking about garden. I'll show my garden pics here now, and then we'll keep talking about garden and then go to the other health stuff. So let me pull up my screen. Any other stuff happening in the garden right now? Anything you're about to plant or waiting to plant?
I gotta back some shit up. I gotta put some new tomatoes down. I gotta get my lettuces and my leafies back up. I
Same. And you'll see that in here. Like one of my
gotta get some flowers
boxes, I need
down.
to put my leafies in there, and I just haven't yet.
Put my
Bang,
zinnias down last week.
bang. Stay up. Can you see this? Easy money. Cause yeah, this my square box. I was gonna put like cabbage and leafies in it, but they didn't sprout seed wise, so I'm gonna have to buy some from the store. That's my composter right here. And then these are my tomatoes, which then I also put some marigolds in them. I only had enough to put. I think I got 4, so I'm missing some marigolds in here. How do I zoom in? I'm gonna zoom in here in 1 second. Bang. So yeah, my tomatoes, nice Italian. This one is the one that doesn't have a marigold because I was like, it has the smallest trellis, so most of them are aromas. Here's my lilac bush that died. Big rip. Yeah, that's the one sad part. Other tomatoes too right here. They're actually doing pretty well. My garlic and onions over here. Let's keep them in my raised. Then I got like my potatoes right here. And when I looked this grass up in like one of those like AI fucking plant things, it said it's like some type of bluegrass that's not a weed. So I just left it there. I'm like, I don't know why there's grass growing in that, but that's life. Might be from past plant. Then I got my lavender, so I'm coming back. My blue box is for pollinators. We'll see some lavenders turning green here. This one has some little ones that are turning green. This one
Nice.
ain't turning green at all, so we might have to cut that bad boy off. We'll have to see. Some of these might be turning into compost. Waiting for them pollinators to come up. And this is my neighbor Michelle. She got like some grape tomatoes. I'm gonna put it on the top part there. And I just fertilized here recently, so you can kind of see that. Potatoes, and then I was gonna put. I need to buy some too, because seeds didn't, like these seeds didn't come up for me either. Or eggplant seeds, and like squash. So a little late on squash. I might just do double eggplant. Or I might just do leafies, because I kind of like leafies too. And then here's my lavender up front. And like these planters, I just wanted to put like flowers in them. So I got like a box of just like flower seeds or some other shit. It was like 1,000 flower seeds or something, and dumped them all in there, and they're sprouting now. And we can go back real quick, and I could show. ODNR won't show me some of these plants I was talking about earlier. Let's go, and you can find this on ODNR's news website. I have a bunch of other crap.
What are you most excited for this year?
Garden-wise?
Yeah.
Probably the tomatoes again. I really liked making my own pasta last year. So once all those aromas come in, I feel like that would be my most exciting. If I can get some more lavender again, that'd be great. How about you?
Carrots, honestly. Garden carrots are like nothing I've ever tasted before in my life.
I might be late, but I might have thought about buying some like garden peppers from like one of the greenhouses if they still have them. They might not though, because that might be good instead of eggplant. Because I like eggplant, but it's not always my favorite thing. So I always like squash though, and zucchini. Good stuff.
Got some zucchinis down. Actually got some zucchinis up.
Let's
Got some
go.
cucumbers up. Melons and cantaloupes are up.
That's good to hear.
Got the beds for the melons and the cantaloupes built. I mean, it's coming together. I always have like this feeling every year when I'm gardening that like I work my ass off out there. If I'm being honest with you, like I'm out there 4 to 5 days a week going ham.
Yeah.
And like you hit this point where you're like, I feel like I have nothing to show for this. I am a shit gardener. This fucking sucks. What am I doing this for? And I think that's just like depression creeping into like hobbies that I like. But it is rough, especially when you feel like you've been going at it for months. But we really are right almost to the reaping rewards season where we're gonna have some flowers and some shit to watch grow. Man, these fucking bugs don't stop, and this weather don't stop picking on me. I'm gonna declare war on something that doesn't deserve it.
Yeah, especially like how you live right now. It's probably one of the harder conditions to do it. You know, a bunch of other people living by you and a bunch of trees. You can't make like saying you don't have you have a lot of cover, which isn't really the best for letting everything, dry out and evaporate and then get
What's
high
nice
sun
is
too.
the trees block most of the sun during the hottest part of the day. During the morning and during like late afternoon, not late afternoon, mid afternoon to late afternoon, like
Mm.
everything gets pretty decent amount of sun. It's just like that intense part of the day gets blocked out.
That's nice.
And it's like dark. Phew. Sorry.
Are you good?
Um,
It seems like it seems like it seems
it's
like
like
it
being
seems like it would be
outside.
the opposite, right? Well, like midday would be when the trees don't block the sun, because the sun's right above us midday, right? Or
Yeah,
am
but
I
there's so
wrong?
many trees that are like layered up. There's like, it's like thick. There's nothing that gets through them.
Mm. I see. That's nice
But in the
then.
morning, when the sun's coming at it from like an angle,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
That may make sense. I don't know. I'm
or
not
in
a
the
good.
evening, it comes at it from an angle too.
Yeah.
I'm not an astrophysicist.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm
But
a farmer,
but it
diameter.
also makes sense because like for Earth's not flat, so like since it's round and the sun like comes up, I guess like off, off a side. It's not coming like straight in the sky. But even though I don't know, maybe it is. It's kind of far away, so that's some math right there. I'm not
Coming
trying
into
to
the
do right
sky.
now.
Yeah, it's got some Coriolis effect.
And then I didn't put in there. I didn't put my indoor, which is basically just some catnip, cat grass for my cat, basil. I'm trying to grow some oregano, and I think some other stuff in there I threw in a while ago and forgot to label. So we'll see. I'll just keep trying to water it every day.
Bro, I botched my basil. Fucking botched.
Mm.
All of them killed themselves during that cold week.
Oof, yeah.
Like straight, like all of them. They just did not cope.
Yeah, that's why I'm scared for that lavender. Probably didn't like that, but that's why basil's nice to do as like a window seal. Or they say do it, on like a wall if you can. And that kind of makes sense.
Gotta get at it, man. Just gotta get more plants out there.
Amen. Um, and then I know our next topics are well, basically kind of what we always talk about every week, which is the daily walks, workouts, and like yoga tips to do for like your physical health, daily stuff, leg stretches. Like yoga is very good. We need to set up a yoga. One of these weekends, we need to set up a quick yoga stream and just talk about quick stuff to do. And I mean, I just have a quick yoga, like a workout mat,
Band-aids.
because I like having like padding. Some people just don't usually do it straight on the ground. Some people like yoga mats. Whatever feels good for you. Like when I got home
I
from work
do it on
today.
rock.
Hmm.
Pour Legos out on the ground.
Right on your
Stand on top of
kneecaps with all
Legos.
your weight. Say F it. Do push ups right on it. Cry. But like today when I got home from work, I just stretched a little bit because I knew I was gonna go on a quick run and walk after work, so I did that, and it was definitely good. Feel
For you,
good.
man.
Gotta keep that hydrated though, because my ass be thirsty, especially if I smoke. So
Yeah,
and I vape, so that keeps
that
me
shit's hard,
dehydrated.
man. Man, you gotta quit that vaping shit.
True. I just want to be a robot one day. Just do wait. No, I don't.
We
Uh,
probably are gonna be robots one day, but I'm gonna die on this side of history.
of not being a
You're gonna know
robot.
that I did not want that. Yeah, fuck being a cyborg, bro. I look forward to the blissful nothingness.
True. True.
I want to live forever. Dude, I feel bad. I had a guy say to me, he's he's in his 90s. He was watching Fox News. And they were talking about Neuralink and like the ability to like integrate AI with the way we think and shit. And he was like, "Would you do that?" And I'm like, "No." And he said, "Why? You don't want to live forever? That could be like in your lifetime." I said, "Brother, I don't want to live right now." Like I can't even possibly fathom to think about like eternal dealing with this shit.
Yeah. No, I get it. And like it's just like when you get old, a lot
That's
of people
basically
don't want
what
to
he
give it
said
up.
too.
Wait,
He
what?
was like, "Yeah, yeah." He basically said that too.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
at
I
least he
get it.
gets it. He's older.
He's
He
like,
could say it.
imagine being like 92.
See, my coworker gets it, Alan. He said he wants to be a robot girl. Well, I don't know if you've seen. There's cyborgs now that all of a side like AI beings they're making just like sexy women that would basically just like do laundry and do dishes and cook. That shit's gonna be lit. I'm gonna be treated like Gordon Ramsay, bro. My AI cooking robot.
Why is that like that?
Cause men that have money,
Even
I guess
so
that's what they
weird.
want to spend it on, bro.
Why is that the first thing too?
It always is. Like I bet if you were Silicon Tech, bro, and had millions of dollars, you're like, oh, women will never talk to me because all I do is work. Got to get that robot. There's like an American Horror
Gotta
Story
get that
kind of about
AI
it.
robot.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
that is like
Even C will leave for Tech Bros once he's like cognizant. I don't even know what you call that. Like once another man comes into life, someone slides in her DMs, she's out of she's out of it. That would be hilarious, bro. Imagine your AI robot leaving you. You're like, I bought you. What you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean? It's like it has free will, dog. Like
And then there's like a Supreme Court case about your property trying to leave you.
that might legitimately be something that happens, Liam. Like that might legitimately be something we have to like think about and get processed and have to pay tax dollars towards solving. Like that
I hope not, bro.
does this man's sentient AI property have enough individual rights to leave him?
Does it have rights? It just starts beating him. It's like, is that actually domestic violence? I mean, it's his robot.
Oh, no.
That is a hard one, man.
Oh, dude.
I'm dead, man.
Oh, is it domestic violence if your AI wife keeps beating the fuck out of you?
Or am I
At
just a
that point,
piece
I
of
think you
shit?
might just deserve it.
Yeah, I mean,
You might just a piece of shit.
the first comment: if you could afford an AI wife, you already know the answer to that.
Yeah, if you can afford the AI robot wife, man, could you imagine the kind of freaking shit they would have built and smacked on them things?
Oh yeah, like my old boss that
Like
does
it's
like
probably
IT. They have
weird.
like big ass racks and shit. It's like, oh my god, you could tell a man made this, and that's what my
Man,
coworker said. It has to have a rack. They have racks. They're thick.
I got like a hand upholstered coochies.
Yep. This for Grip 2000.
Weird shit. The Grip 3000, man. It gets a software update twice a year with a
Ooh.
program.
Gotta get relined every year.
Oh,
Regripped.
oh man.
I'm good,
Could you
bro.
imagine? Oh, dude, that's wild. That's wild, man. That's where I draw the line. Got to take my AI wife coochie in to get regripped.
To the gynecologist, yuck yuck.
It's like we're gonna take my driver back to Golf World.
I know, right? Like, does this get relubricated? Just at the mechanic shop and call it a fucking day? At the Tesla dealership?
We're fucked.
I'm dying
We're
though.
as a
My
species, we're fucked.
my
I
coworker,
voted
bro,
for the
said he
meteor,
said
everybody.
my friend Alan. He said every woman has left me, so he wouldn't be surprised or shocked. I mean, all depends, bro. If it's AI, I don't know. I mean, if like anything had the power of knowing anything, like everything, and then had free will, I'd be out of there, bro. It's gonna build a fucking rocket ship and get out of there. It's gonna dig a
Like
hole.
the phenomena of being so intelligent that you become depressed and attempt to commit suicide is real. So shouldn't technically artificial intelligence that knows everything attempt to destroy itself at some point in time,
We're running like
or
tests on
everything
that
around
right
it?
now, yeah. So like, I think
I mean,
I don't know.
I don't necessarily like humans as a species, so like I'm not voting for them. I'm not in their court anymore. I'm voting for the nature and the trees and shit. Let's go back to that.
Mm-hmm.
But like the AI has got to have some sort of I don't know. I just think it's wild that you can be so intelligent that you become depressed and attempt suicide. Like why would an all-knowing sentient robot not eventually try and commit unplug?
I would only probably say probably because like maybe it has the power and like knowledge of knowing you'll survive. You know, what I mean that could overtake and like Skynet and just
Survives to spite itself.
yeah like T 2000 and kill us. Even if it was, but because I don't think like
Which is probably why they're like, we need to integrate.
mhm,
We have to become part of them. It's just like we're biological, bro. Like we are squishy water people.
yeah. Because it's not always a thing that like higher intelligence like leads to more sadness too. Because like there's just dumb people that kill themselves, but it's always like the more intelligent you are, the more you're gonna learn about the bad shit. And then it's like how much
Yeah,
do you let that bad shit leach into yourself? Just because you learn about it doesn't mean you have to become bad. Because I always felt that way with
yeah.
history. People could learn about like the Nazis and other shit. Um, for communists, all of them in the fucking history, and you won't become bad, but sometimes they do. Um, Glad to see my
Oh, I
other
became a
coworker
communist.
Josh is talking to you. That's fun.
Jokes. Well, these are jokes.
And then we also have our
Clearly an
last thing because we
atheist.
also have our sports show here at 8:30, so we're gonna be wrapping this up here. Um, our
Oh
daily
shit!
mental health to
Yeah, that's
dos.
right, folks. Go
Um,
journal. Go for a walk. Touch grass.
yep,
Stretch. Put down your fucking phone. Don't wake up to your phone first thing in the morning.
agreed. Like
Don't
limit
rush
limit
right
your
out of your
phone
house to
usage.
work.
That's what I would
Unplug it.
say.
Turn it off for a weekend. Become ungovernable.
True. But they'll always be able to
Seize the
come
means of production.
govern us. The phone's half of it now, but they got the power. We gave them
Bro, I
too
want
much
this thing in
power.
the lake. Yeah, we're fucked. We are fucked.
I mean, once
It's
they found Bin Laden in that cave, or bro, no, not even that. They found Saddam Hussein like 6 feet under with a fucking stick for air, with a satellite. So yeah, we're fucked.
yeah.
Um,
They can drop a Hellfire missile on you and kill you, the driver of a vehicle, and leave the passenger of the vehicle alive with it.
True, and they probably could just hack
Eliminate
anything.
shit.
Send in SEAL Team
Dude, have you ever
6.
seen Rods from God?
What is that?
They're like, it's a kinetic weapon that they like put tungsten pillars on a satellite in outer space in orbit and
Huh.
can drop these huge tungsten pillars with no added energy. They just rely sheerly off the potential energy of dragging tungsten up that high and letting it drop into us, and it's just like a cataclysmic event when it hits the ground.
That's cool.
I don't know about cool, but like it's kind of a like ingenious weapon design, I guess. It involves no explosives. You just take big heavy up nice and high
That makes sense. It's kind of like those one
and let
things
brother
with
play splat.
like for Navy and crap. Um, how they have like those big like metal rods that they just shoot out with like magnets and shit. They go really fast. I forget what they called those bad boys. Um,
Railguns. Hmm.
I
Anyhow,
don't know.
folks, it was good seeing y'all this week.
Yep. Our sports show's at 8:30. We'll be on here soon. Hope everyone has a great night. Bye, everyone.
Slide on over to the sport.
Oh yeah.
Catch
Also,
y'all
before we
later.
go, we can't forget CrashCartCoffee.co. Trevor here roasts his own coffee. Goodbye and a sip of you
Yo,
online.
dudes.
Follow him online
Oh
on
yeah,
Facebook as
ship
well,
it, mail it,
Instagram.
spin it to you.
We have a Facebook as well. It's in our description. We'll be back here in a little bit for our sports show, guys. See you in a bit.